Good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday, guys. Wednesday, Fed Day. Kind of rhymes a little bit, huh? Anyways, we have a lot to look over today, so let's go ahead and start putting some tweets out here, letting everyone know we are live. And let's start getting this ball rolling because there's definitely some stocks to look at this morning. And there's definitely going to be some stuff to watch, some lines to draw this morning and go over. So let me put out these quick little pieces of info out there. Live on YouTube, talking Fed meeting and hot stocks of the day. All right. Let's go ahead and start going into these charts. See what we got out here today, guys. All right. We have a few hitting the scans here: Gmtx, GRTX, BFRI. Some of those we've seen already this week move around. Let's check in on the SPY real quick here. SPY just consolidating right now. I'd expect it to kind of consolidate all morning long. A little bit of sideways trading. A little bit of sideways trading is what I would expect on it. Probably down here somewhere in this range. Right around there is where I would expect it to consolidate this morning as we wait for the Fed meeting. The Fed minutes to come out later at 2 and then 2:30 Jerome Powell's speech. That's what I'm going to be waiting for today. As a matter of fact, I was saying yesterday in the Discord that more than likely I'm going to have a very quiet morning. If I do take a trade in the morning, it'll be rather small, just looking for a small trade while I conserve, let's call it energy, for the afternoon when Jerome Powell comes out and gives his speech. More than likely at that time is when I'll be really looking for trades this morning and, looking for SPY calls or SPY puts more than likely. Guys, do me a quick favor. We got 8 people coming in already here on the stream. Good morning to everyone. Help me out and hit the like button. We only got 3 likes still. We got 8 viewers. Really helps out because it'll push out the stream more in the suggestion feed so that more people will, see it, and then they'll click, we'll grow, and I'll do these more often, meaning I'll start doing them on Fridays as well and start giving out some prizes. So hit that like button for me. It really helps out tremendously with the YouTube's algorithm. I wish it wasn't so, but that's the way it works. We don't make the rules. We don't make the rules. We just try to play by them. All right, so let's start looking into these scans here. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Got 9 viewers, 8 likes. Appreciate it very much. Let's see if there's some news on this Gmtx today. And let's look, see what the overall market news looks like. All right, so some key points. Well, that's not it. Okay, so Gmtx. Give me 1 second here. The computer's a little slow this morning. Gmtx. So Gmtx, no news. 7 days ago, no, not even. Last month, reported, Q3 2021 financial results. That was a month ago, last month. There's no recent news on this. We're getting a little bit of a gap up here. This daily chart is super beat up, obviously. We can see that from a mile away. We have this previous little pivot point here that lines up with the 50-day moving average. It was an area of support here and here. So if we're gonna hold that as support here, you know, intraday, that might be an interesting little level. So let me see here. Let me start writing this up and let me see if there's any news on it anywhere else that I might be missing. That's always a possibility. All right, no news here. No news here. I don't see any news, any recent news on it. Hey, if you guys have news on Gmtx, throw it up in chat there for me, because I don't really see anything recent. Big Dane. Big Dane. Morning, morning. Raphael asking, good morning. Asking if since I cover crypto sometimes, what's my sentiment, bullish or bearish? It's too early. It's too early on this pullback with crypto anyways to come up with a conclusion right now. So I'm like neutral. I'm holding what I have. I have two separate portfolios for crypto. I have my long-term portfolio that I treat like I treat my retirement account, where I just buy really good crypto all the time. And then I have my active trading portfolio, which I don't do a whole lot of active trading in crypto, but I do, right? So like I traded a little bit of SHIB earlier this year or during the fall. And then I traded I closed out that position. It was a nice one. And then I have some Ethereum that I'm holding, and it's right now, I think right now it's really close to my entry level. Let me take a look. Yeah, so right now it's really close to my entry level. I'm still holding it, not selling out of it just yet. The thing with this is that, I mean, 1 second here. I'll tell you. So the thing with this is that most of these larger ones, you know, they've pulled back. They've pulled back their 20%, thus making it a bear market. There's two folds to this, right? Maybe I should do a video on this. Officially, you know, by standards, it would be a bear market. Okay, on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, and a few of these others that have pulled back as much as they've pulled back, right? Because overall, seems like a pretty strong market pullback. But with crypto, it generally either pulls back way more than that, or it goes up way more than that, right? Way more than the norm that we're used to, like when we look at it as in the stock market perspective. There's another thing though to it. There's much more players in the game now, and there's a lot more institutional players in the game now. So maybe now we start to see these pullbacks that go into bear markets not be as nasty as we saw years ago, where we pulled back, you know, 50, 60, 70, 80%. Maybe now we just pull back 20, 30%, right? So those are things to keep in mind. HC Wainwright says it'll recover. Oh, so they set a price target. Got it. On Gmtx. You too, Raphael. Thank you very much. Okay, so Gmtx, technical analysis wise, watching this 320, this 330 area to see if that holds up support, because we have this previous double tap support there on this daily chart, and that coincides roughly with the 50-day moving average area. Okay, we can watch that. Like I said, this morning I'm not going to be very active trading wise, because I want to kind of conserve my day. I might take a trade, or but I want to kind of conserve my let's call it energy for 2:30 when Jerome Powell comes out, gives his speech. So GMTX, unusual, pre-market, unusual pre-market volume. Watching for the 330 area, daily previous support and current 50-day MA area to hold support on pullbacks. Could have room towards 4 area. So we got the first one down. It's like we caught our first fish on our fishing trip. We broke the ice, guys. Oh yeah, definitely. If below 3, forget that. Okay, so that's GMTX, GRTX. This one was, I mean, I didn't trade it yesterday. It gave one decent little setup in here, but for that little U shape over VWAP, but this just was traded horrible yesterday. Look at that. So it's just so ugly, you know. At this point, what are you gonna say? Okay, well, it's got to get over yesterday's high and hold that as support. That's really the only thing. That's really the only thing. Because if it comes all the way back down here to the 50-day moving average, well, it's not going to look as good. You know, it's just simply not going to look as good. So definitely keep it really quickly on watch there for that. And that's about it. So I'm going to jot this one down too. Just give me 1 second here, guys. Give me 1 second. Literally going to take less than 5 seconds. I'll be right back. Back. All right. So just GRTX, I'll put it on the watch list because yesterday, you know, it held up. GRTX held up and in pre-market broke yesterday's highs. Watching to see if yesterday's highs around 346, so 346, 345, 350, around 345, 350, kind of hold support. And I mean, imagine this thing has clear skies. So you'd really have to be like watching the volume on it to see whether or not it could potentially have more extension as it goes, right? Hold support. Has lots of room on the daily. Okay. Keeping close eye on the volume on extensions. Okay, so we have GMTX, GRTX on watch right now. Okay. Do you guys have any tickers you want me to take a quick look at before we move on here to something else on the scans? If you do, throw it up in chat there for me. Also, guys, if anybody's new here, hasn't been around before to the stream, here is a free invite to the Discord. Quick little free invite to the Discord there for you. All right. Gary 123, welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you on there. All right. What do we got? JZKN. I haven't seen that ticker in a while. JZXN. Wow, this daily is really beaten down. Very light volume here in pre-market. Does it have any news? JZXN. Let's see if it has any news. Guys, do me a quick favor. We got 25 people watching and we only have 14 likes. We're missing 11 likes. Help me out. It really goes a long way with the YouTube stream. It really does. It's not about me. I don't care about likes and none of that, but the YouTube algorithm loves it. It feeds on them. What can we do about it? So 22 minutes ago, this one signed sales cooperation contract with a leading Chinese EV brand distributor. Yeah, these Chinese stocks have been getting beat down. That 50-day moving average right now in pre-market holding up as resistance. So definitely one that you can keep on watch. You know, maybe we'll come back to it later. See at least a mental note that it has news and it's, you know, in case it hits the scans later today. I see this HGSH. Why? HGSH. Yeah, it's not good. I don't know why this would be on the scans over here. UXIN. Nothing there. All right, so we got GMTX, we got GRTX, we got BFRI on the scans here. I don't think this has any news today, but this one has been, man, this one is itching to take a rip through those 660s and finally hold them and go. Oh, what are you doing to me? Look, it's going right now. Going as we talk about it, it's like it heard me and it's got afraid. It's like, no, they're going to trade me, and starts running away. The Beast, what's up? What's up? Alan B, welcome to the Discord. Welcome to the team. Glad to have you on there. All right, so BFRI, let me see. I'll put this one here to see if we had news. No news today. We had the news from 2 days ago. This one we're definitely gonna keep it on watch again. BFRI has not dumped away from the 660 area. It has struggled there. Watching for a break and hold of that level as support, or preferably a break and hold of the $8 area. Shorts feel, well, I feel like shorts are wrapped here for now. Okay. So BFRI has not dumped away from the 660 area. If you guys remember, we drew these lines on, I think it was Monday. Actually, I think BFRI is on the weekly watch list at the daytraderchatroom.com. So let me check. Pretty sure I put it on the weekly watch list. But yeah, that 660 there had not broken. We finally broke above it, made a move towards 8, but then we took it back. Came all the way back down here to 530. And then what do? Right back in the face of 660. Sucker's not afraid of it. It's not afraid of it. But that leads me to think that we have a lot of shorts that are potentially trapped here. And if they are, we begin to hold that level well, you know, we could see an $8 break. And if $8 breaks, I think it's off to the races. I think that's something that can be watched on BFRI. Okay, so we got BFRI. AVCT has news. Oh yeah, but look at this thing. It got wrecked. we had it on watch, and it made for a really nice trade the other day. But yeah, I wouldn't touch this. Bag holders galore right now. CFVI can make a recovery. Do I think CFVI can make a recovery? Don't know. I don't know anything about this company. I don't know what the deal is going on here. It came all the way down to 11, came back to 13. I don't know if it's that you're interested in it for a swing trade or if you're bag holding some. Guys, never bag hold. That's just dead money. You know, it could take months, weeks, years, or never recovers. So I really don't know. If I were to give you a straightforward answer with a yes or no, that'd be a disfavor to you because I don't know. Ideally, you know, you'd want to see it hold 12. Support. And right now, support. And then you'd need it at a minimum to break this 1335 previous support. Resistance. But you know, why would it do that? It's going to need a catalyst, I would say. But guys, never bag hold. Take 2 trade plans and don't enter trades unless you have a plan. You know? You think? Thanks for your stream, as real as it comes. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. Yeah, you're in the Discord. Yeah, right? You're in the Discord. I think I know exactly who you might be. The names on YouTube are usually different from Discord, but I think I know who you are. BFR upgrade 1 hour, go to 11. Go BFR. The Beast. Blue bouncing around. The Beast, did I tell you that I bought a... I finally bought a graphics card. I gave in and bought an inflated one. On EVGA site, it's like $1,000. It's like $990 something. But you know, obviously it's not in stock. So I paid $1,400 on Amazon for it. Feel disgusting. I bought a 3070 Ti. I can build out the new computer. And then I'm gonna get this old computer. This has a 1080 in it, and I'm gonna put it to mine. But I'm gonna add. I'm trying to find another 1080 or 2 at a decent price, and then I'll put like a little 3-card rig on the side, maybe back here somewhere, and I'll put it to mine little crypto. Which brand? Let me see, guys. I'm wearing my green shirt today because yesterday was a red day, first red day in the last. I think it was second red day in the last 10 trading days. So. Hoping today to kind of like make it a green day. I don't generally have back-to-back red days. It happens, but I don't generally have back-to-back red days. So I'm hoping today we got a nice little trade going. Hold on, the Beast. I'm trying to look for it here. I bought... Yeah, for sure. I wasn't just going to get a 1070, so I got the 1070 Ti. I got the EVGA GeForce RTX 3070 Ti XC3. That's what I got. I figured this thing, you know, will last me for years. This 1080 has lasted me, I don't know, I think since 2016 or something like that. And I don't game on the computer anyways. I game on the console when I do game. I haven't even played a video game in like 2 weeks. Anyways, back to it here. So Gmtx, GRTX, BFRI, these 3 are the leaders right now on these gap scans. Looking over here at my trade idea scans, Gmtx, CCMP. Let me see. So yeah, for sure, man. That should get this, you know, that should get the stream much smoother. For sure. So looking over here on my trade idea scan, CCMP here with a big day, big gap up here, but right in front of resistance, right in front of a resistance zone. If you're interested in 15% off coupon code for trade ideas, there you go. Yeah, the Beast, totally agree. Totally agree with that. I want to watch for this 180s on CCMP. Let's see what's going on here on this one. So CCMP, Let's see. That rhymes. It was not intentional. 2 hours ago, to acquire CMC. Oh, okay, so they are being acquired. Seems like that's what the deal is here. Let's see. All right, so here we go. In the terms of the agreement, CMC Materials shareholders will receive $133 in cash and 0.4506 shares of Entidris common stock for each share of CMC Materials. So, damn thing's at $180 something. Yeah, they're getting bought out. I don't think I'm gonna pay this one much attention today. Very, very, very light volume stock as well. All right, let's go see Tesla. What's Tesla doing today? Tesla yesterday was the biggest heartbreak in the world. I fully, especially with the way the SPY was dumping. I'm red yesterday because of Tesla. Well, because of me trading Tesla. With the SPY dumping how it was and Tesla breaking underneath this extremely important 945 level on the daily chart, because they gave you this gap that should have filled back down here towards 910, and Tesla just, it's like nothing. Came back above it towards the end of the day. Look at this action on Tesla yesterday. It double bottomed. Look at this. Like, would you look at this? And those TikToks. Somebody come look at this. You got this double bottom on Tesla yesterday. And then look at this rally into the close. That has to be the most annoying action I have seen on Tesla in a long time. SPY, something similar, but not as crazy. The SPY just dumped all morning and all kind of like during lunchtime. And Tesla, nah, we're just chilling choppy, fam. And that's why I'm red. That's why I'm ready yesterday. And then look at that crazy recovery. So I'm gonna stay away from Tesla today. I'll put it on the watch list. You can watch 945, see if that holds resistance. Tesla watching 945, but I think I'm gonna stay away from it. 945 area, gap entry point to hold support for bounces. If market dumps later today and Tesla gets in the gap, I will watch for 945 area to become resistance. All right, so that's what I got there. That's what I got there on Tesla. So we got GMTX, GRTX, BFRI, AVCT I don't like, so I'm not going to put it on the list. Not because I don't like the stock itself. It had a really nice run recently. It's just, how do you go from $3 to $1.30? You got a world of bag holders now. You know what I'm saying? That's typically what happens there. So what else? CFVI. That one we already went over. SEAC. But yeah, guys, back to like what I was saying earlier. I think today what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be conserving a lot of my quote unquote energy for the afternoon when Powell comes out with his speech. You know, that's what I have in mind right now. Let's take a look at some news here. The Federal Reserve is expected to announce a dramatic policy shift Wednesday will clear the way for the first interest rate hikes next year. Markets are anticipating the Fed will speed up the wind down of its bond buying program, changing the end date to March from June. That we already know. Like, we've known this. This is not new. That would free the central bank to start raising interest rates from zero. The Fed officials are expected to release new forecasts showing 2 to 3 interest rate hikes in 2022 and another 3 to 4 in 2023. Previously, there had been no consensus for rate hikes in 2022, though half of the Fed officials expected at least one. You guys must remember. You guys must remember that. When was it? I think it was last year during one of the lives, or earlier this year, in like the January through February, March time. It was either late last year, November. So between November to March, okay, of 2020 leading into 2021, I said, these people are saying they're not going to raise rates until 2023. I suspect they're going to raise rates in the start of summer, June, July of 2022. March, April. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see June see a raise hike. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. So I think what would shock the market would be something like if today Jerome Powell comes out and he's like, okay, guys, yeah, we're at the schedule, we're gonna do the decreasing of the asset repurchasing program. Okay, we're gonna be done in March. And then probably right after that, we're going to raise rates. So boom, April rate hike, March rate hike. We're going to end in March. We're going to start raising rates in March as well. If that happens, then I think we get a nasty pullback in the markets today. And honestly, probably for a while. I think probably for a while. Wouldn't be surprised to see us start to enter a bear market if that were to happen. Because not only does the Fed not want, does the market not want a quick rate hike? It's not only that. It's that you have to think about it in this way. If the Fed is going to raise rates like that out of nowhere, boom, like, oh, we thought maybe one rate hike in June and maybe another one later in the fall at the next meeting. That's what we were thinking. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's like, oh yeah, we're raising rates in March. What does that tell you? What is the Fed saying with that action? It's saying inflation is crazy out of control, and we got to get this thing in control, meaning rate hikes in March, rate hikes in June, rate hikes in the fall, rate hikes in December, in the winter. That's like 4 or 5 rate hikes that you might see, right? If that were to happen, then that'll freak the market out because it's going to basically say inflation is out of control. And that's what's going to happen, right? If that were to happen, that's what would happen. You'd get a nasty pullback in the market. Economy gets scared. So today's probably one of the most important Fed meetings of this year. Okay. Now, if Jerome Powell comes out, like I've been saying for days now, and says, "Yeah, guys, don't worry, we're gonna stop, the asset repurchasing program in March. It'll be done with by then, and then we're going to look into rate hikes later on. We're going to look at the economy. How's the economy doing? We're going to look and see if the transportation issues, are fixed, or are they still constrained? Are we having problems with production, right? If we're still having these issues, then more than likely, interest rates will start to come back a little bit quicker, right? Another thing is that if those things are resolving themselves, right? If that bottleneck is resolving itself, that will help simmer down inflation, okay? And then you'll see the Fed be like, okay, cool, we don't have to raise rates just yet. So those are things to watch out for today. Let's see what else we have here. Okay. That would free the central bank to start raising rates from zero. The Fed officials are expected to release new forecasts showing 2 to 3 interest rate hikes in 2022, another 3 to 4 in 2023. All right, we already went over that. At the end of its 2-day meeting Wednesday afternoon, the central bank should also acknowledge that inflation is no longer the transitory. That was already done. That is no longer transitory or temporary problem officials had thought it was, and that rising prices could be a bigger threat to the economy. The consumer price index rose 6.8% in November, and it could be hot again in December. It will be hot again in December. And Jerome said in the last meeting, we have to retire the word transitory. My guy was acting like he wasn't the one who invented it. You know, he's acting like he wasn't the one who invented it. So we'll see what happens there today when, we go through this meeting. The Fed put its quantitative easing program in place to combat the effects of the pandemic in the early 2020s, and it also slashed its Fed fund targets rates back to zero. All right. All right, so it's kind of like everything we've been talking about, nothing new. Let's see what else we have here. U.S. stock futures pointed to a steady open ahead of the Federal Reserve's widely expected Wednesday afternoon announcement of faster tapering of its bond purchases. Tech stocks once again led Wall Street lower Tuesday, with the Nasdaq dropping another 1.1% after a nearly 1.4% decline Monday. The S&P 500 and the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell for the second straight session Tuesday after the government said November's producer price year over year rose at the fastest clip on record. November's consumer prices out last week showed their biggest year-over-year jump in nearly 40 years. November retail sales advanced much smaller than estimate. The government said before the bell Wednesday that November retail sales rose just 0.3% from prior month, only about a third of the expected advance. The October increase was revised slightly higher, 1.8%. Yeah, no crap, people didn't spend money on like Black Friday and Cyber Monday. There weren't that many deals out there at all. And everything's just much more expensive. Everyone's like holding on to their money, being like, you know what? I'm going to hold on to this a little bit longer. I'm going to wait a little bit longer to see if prices drop down, see if inflation cools down, see if more products hit the shelves. That's another thing. How are you going to go out there? You can't even go out there to Best Buy, right? And buy a graphics card for your computer because there are none. There simply are none. You can't find them. So yeah, you kind of need products on the shelf, and you want inflation to cool down for people to start spending money. All right, let's see. Okay, nothing else that we don't already know. Nothing else that we don't already know. JKN. Guys, JKN, this one, $37 level. A tremendous level of support. That one's been a tremendous level of support there. Something to keep on an eye on, just a heads up on JKN. $36.70, $37 zone. Tremendous level of support here recently. Previous resistance turned into support. But you want to see it get off this level soon. Just a heads up on that. Okay, so far, Gmtx, GRTX, BFRI, Tesla. Let's go look at the SPY real quick. Let's see. Okay, so on the SPY, some levels to watch. It's so in the middle. It's horrible, right? 460.44, a little bit of a level here. Let's erase some of these previous lines. So a level I'll be watching here this morning is going to be this 462 zone. You have a previous support right there and right here at that level. So if we're down there, the Fed comes out and we like the news looks good, promising, then I might look for calls in front of that level at 462. So let me write this up here. SPY. Watching for the 462 area to hold support for a move back to 465 zone. If the news is good after Powell's speech, maybe we break 466. Okay, so that's what I'll be watching this morning on the SPY. We got 15 minutes left here, guys. I don't see anything else hitting the scans right now. So if you guys have any tickers you want me to take a look at for you, any questions, now's a great time for that. Now's a great time for that. Also, if you're interested, here is the free Discord. You can come join us there. in chat and come trade with us. NIO have a put for open, looking good so far. The king. NIO. Nice scalp down on NIO. Good job. At $33 level has really, you know, it's really held underneath that level nicely. Haven't really reclaimed that zone. You got cleared, obviously clear 31 support right now. You got a little bit of support at 3150s and down here at 31. This is your 3150 right here. This is your 3120 zone. That little level there, you know, if it holds it as support, well, you know, it might just chop around. If not, if it can break underneath it, then, well, you got clear room. Down here to 2960s, 2950s, the mid 29s. So not bad. Not bad there at all. Let me take a look quickly here on the weekly watch list and see if there's anything on that one that right now is holding above some key levels or something like that. So here it is. Here's the weekly watch list over at the daytraderchatroom.com. Okay, so the daytraderchatroom.com. This is for members of the DTC Pro plan. We got the weekly Roblox, SPY, SGMA, PTPI. Let's take a quick look at those. So Roblox getting wrecked. Getting wrecked. I was watching Roblox for a hold of this 110 area. Hasn't held it. Definitely hasn't held it now. All the way back down here to 50-day moving average. SGMA already made its move earlier. Yep. Earlier this week. PTPI also made the move to 4 that we were talking about. It's well underneath that level now. We'll go ahead and clean up this daily chart. Jose asking me if AMC can fall again. Well, AMC, we drew this line out, I think it was yesterday. AMC held this previous resistance zone like a champ. Look at that. Boom. Right to it, bounced off of it. Will that bounce hold? That's yet to be seen. That's yet to be seen. The only way I would see more downside is if we crack that 20, you know, we probably come down here to test. It's like $17.50, $18 level. Ugh, my eyes. Which one? Lucid? So D Yun says Lucid, another profitable day, question mark. I'm not sure I follow. Are you asking me if today Lucid will be green? If I think Lucid will be green today? The only way I think Lucid could be green today is if it holds this 3960s level and pushes off of it. Could have room towards like 40, mid 41s. Guys, AMC. Okay, so we traded in the chat room. We traded AMC when it was at $2. Remember, like it was yesterday because it was basically in January. Okay. It was like at 218 when I called it out. We sold it into that push. We sold it into that push. Then when AMC did this, I was screaming, take profits, take profits, take profits. All throughout this, I was like, guys, take profits. There was literally people that had life-changing money in their hands. And now it's not that it's gone, but it might not be as life-changing or life-changing at all anymore. You know, there was literally people who had unrealized P&Ls on this, who had never traded a stock in their life, literally have no idea how to trade stocks, period. Okay. They were in this thing and maybe they didn't have life-changing money, but they had 1 or 2 years worth of salary. Okay. Like we're talking about people who had $50,000, $80,000, $100,000, $200,000 in their unrealized P&L on AMC, and they make like $40,000 a year at their job. What are you doing? Book some of that. Book yourself a couple. You could have easily booked yourself 2 years worth of salary. Quit your job. Focused on learning to day trade. God, please, not trading that live money. Focusing on learning to day trade, and still had money left over, and still had money left in AMC to see that huge squeeze to take it $100,000 or something stupid. That stock's never going to go to $100,000. It's not happening, you know. And then these people now they've lost a huge chunk of that. They've lost. The beast knows. I hate seeing it. I really do. I really do. It hurts to see it because it's money that could have changed these people's lives for the better. It's just like the people who had unrealized millions. Okay, $1, 2, 3, 4, $5 million in Dogecoin, when Dogecoin was like at 60 cents, at 50 cents, at 70 cents. And I'm like, bro, are you a millionaire? Do you literally have at least $1 million net worth? I'm not even asking you liquid. Are you a millionaire? No, but yes, because of Doge. Okay, if Doge goes back to 20 cents tomorrow, 15, 10 cents, you're no longer a millionaire, right? Yeah, no. Book some of that profit. You have life-changing money on your hands. Think about your future. Think about your kids' future. If you have kids, think about that, you know? And then listen, where's Dogecoin today? People don't listen, man. People don't listen. I was like, guys, book some of that Doge profit with Shiba Inu. We traded it in the room. I didn't get crazy rich off of Shiba because I'm not going to put that kind of money that would have required me to, you know. But I booked some good profits. I made a few $1,000s on Shiba. And when Shiba broke out of the bull flag that I entered and entered another bull flag, right? What did we do? We booked some profit, and when it broke underneath that pattern, what did we do? Sold out of it. Booked a very nice gain. Could have booked a higher gain, but I was waiting to see if we went higher. But I stuck to the plan. Where's Shiba now? Guys, you know, we have to be prudent. You have to be prudent. Look. Let me go real quick here. Andre Silva, welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you on there. Let's go real quick here to Doge. Why can't, here we go. So Doge, guys, Doge is at 18 cents. This thing hit a high of 74 cents. Those people are no longer millionaires if they didn't sell. There you go, King. I was telling people, you know, I was like, look, man, you're going to do what you're going to do. You're going to do what you're going to do. You're going to do what you want to do. All right. I knew a guy that he doesn't make $10,000 in a month. He was up $10,000 on Shiba. It's like, my man, how much money did you put in to get up 10,000? He was like, oh, I put in, I think it was $2,000 or $3,000. I was like, dude, that's amazing return. At a minimum, lock in your initial return, your initial investment. You put in $3,000. Take out 3,000. Go with those 3,000 and put them in something strong, something that you like long term, something good. You know, what's the equivalent of like Disney in crypto? Go buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, that was my suggestion to him. Is somebody I know personally. I don't know what he did. I'm pretty damn sure that he didn't sell anything. You know. Mark, good morning. Here sipping on my Cuban coffee right now. So I'm pretty sure he didn't sell anything. You know, it's like a lot of those people, they didn't sell. Like I was saying, look, if you were up, because there was people up, crazy money. We're talking about 200,000, 100,000, 300,000, a few $1 million, and these people's net worth without that was not that. You know what I'm saying? Like these people were just regular people making $30,000 a year, $35,000 a year. Okay, that's what we're talking about here. That's what we're talking about here. And I'm like, dude, like on YouTube, you're up $250,000. If you don't make that in 1 year, lock some of that in. Now you're up 250, lock $150,000 in. And I'm being generous there by leaving 100,000 in whatever Dogecoin or AMC they were in, right? Lock $150,000 in. How much you make a year? 30,000? Get 60, pay yourself 2 years salary, and learn to trade properly if that's what you want to do. But nobody wants to do that stuff, man. Me, I invest when I invest. I'm not talking about my active day trading or my active swing trading. When I invest in good companies that I think have good futures that are stable, and then I put some in some other stuff that like Palantir, a little bit more speculative. Okay, Palantir is one of my bigger holdings, but it's just a fraction of my personal net worth. Okay. But if it pays off later, it's going to pay off handsomely. I invest in crypto as well. But look at my crypto. My crypto portfolio is not big. Okay. My long term. Well, it was bigger before crypto took a dump here. But what do I got? I got Bitcoin. Look. I got Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, ADA, XRP. And then I have some old trash that I mined and stuff and that I bought, but I don't even have access to those wallets anymore. This portfolio actually got, I think, near $19,000, $20,000. Let me see if I can see the history real quick. Here we go, historical graph. Yeah, look at this. That's my crypto portfolio. My long term. So I buy stuff that I believe in long term in there, you know? Kind of like my retirement account. All right, guys, so for the watch list, we got GMTX, GRTX, BFRI, Tesla, SPY. We already went over my plan with the SPY. We already went over the fact that in the morning session, I don't expect to be super active today because I am, for lack of a better term, looking to save or conserve my energy for after the Fed meeting, because then I want to see about SPY calls or SPY puts. If you want to be in there with me, here's the free Discord. Come join us. We'll talk. We have over 300 members in the Discord right now. So swing on by. We got 1 minute left here to 9. At 9, I close it up and I go over to the Discord. I usually get on the mic at Discord at 9:20. In the meanwhile, if you guys have any last minute tickers or any last minute questions, go ahead, throw them up here. I stream Monday through Thursday from 8 in the morning to 9 in the morning. So from 8 to 9, Monday through Thursday. And I also upload my daily videos, with recaps and such. Or if I don't upload a video, I'll do an extra live or something like that. Give me a quick solid, guys. We got 30 people watching, 26 likes. Bump those likes up for me. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm tremendously. All right, guys. Well, if we have no more last minute questions, I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready to jump on over to the Discord. I'll put the final touches on the watch list. We'll get those emailed out. If you do not get the emails of our watch list, it's simple. You can sign up right here. and it's free, of course. So free daily and weekly watch list. Click here, scroll to the bottom right, and you can sign up for the watch list there for free. Oops. There we go. All right, guys. Again, I stream Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 9. And guys, any questions, just drop by the Discord. You can ask them in there. If we end the stream now and you're like, oh, I forgot to ask Jesse such and such question, you know, then just hop on into the Discord, ask away, and either me or one of the mods will get to you right away. All right, guys. Good luck today. Stay safe. It's Fed Day. Be very careful. Watch your size. I expect the morning to be a little bit lackluster, followed by an active afternoon, leading into a very active Thursday and Friday. Okay, so be mindful of that. Watch your share size. Remember what I always say, guys. It's okay to be wrong on a trade, but it's never, never okay to hold bags. All right, so slap that like button for me. I'll catch you tomorrow.